What's up, YouTube? I'm Robert, and you're watching the B1KER Bar Podcast. So what were you doing in Florida before you packed up and split? You said you had another job, you quit?
Well, I was working in the television and film industry for a while before I made the move into YouTube. And I wasn't an editor. I was notoriously poor at anything that had anything to do with computers. I was a camera guy. And I worked in all kinds of different departments in the film industry. I worked in art department, sound, directing, screenwriting, first AD. Anyways, I ended up.
So you had a lot of film experience before you got into this, though.
I went to film school. I have a bachelor's degree in film, and then I ended up going back and becoming a lab instructor at that film school and working my way up to a lecturer at that film school.
Oh, wow. What school was that?
Full Sail University. It's in Orlando, Florida. And,
right on.
My class was called 16 millimeter film production. So I had to get a new group every 2 months, develop a script, produce the script, shoot the script. So in my 6 years at Full Sail, I produced around 52 short films.
Wow.
Now they were all student short films. So two of them maybe were good.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting learning experience for me as well. Teaching and learning are two different things. And like when I emerged from that 5-year experience back into the practical world of application, I felt far more prepared than I was before I taught film. So I worked film, taught film, and now back into YouTube.
How do you teach film and never edit, though?
Well, I actually taught when I first got hired at Full Sail. It was because they were in desperate need of a lab instructor who could load film. So that's how long ago this was, because we were actually still teaching the loading of actual and shooting of film because the digital age had not completely taken over. Right.
Yeah, I went to school for studio recording, and we had to that was part of how do you get the tape in there, you know, and That's crazy.
So I knew how to load these magazines. I knew how to load the film, and I was friends with the guys who were in charge of that department. And so they hired me for temporarily, and they found out I was just too much fun to fire because I definitely wasn't qualified. So they decided to train me, and I got trained up. And one thing just led to another. I had started to bloom as a screenwriter and a director on campus. And I don't know if you remember the Crash the Super Bowl commercial competitions, the Doritos commercial thing.
That sounds familiar.
Where you can win $1 million and then get to direct the next Avengers or whatever. I came in 5th.
Holy shit, dude.
From a project that we shot down while I was down there. And so I started to realize I need to do my own thing. I'm stuck in this hypothetical world of trying to teach people ideas. And I have so many of my own, they're bursting. I mean, I must have came up with 20 ideas a day. I think you're probably one of those types of people as well. Always thinking, can't help but you mowing the lawn, boom, episode idea. It didn't take long after coming up here working for these other YouTubers who were my age and about to retire financially. I was like, I need to do that.
Right.
I'm just applying everything to this now and learning as I go.
So, I mean, you took a totally different approach to the mountain bike YouTube space. I mean, when you came in, the skits, so to speak, that's not really something that other people were doing. Everybody was just, POV, and Seth was busy doing Seth, and nobody else can replicate that. And
he's got the niche, man. He really got it locked down.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I think that it makes sense now to hear kind of your background and understand why your videos came the way that they did.
Oh, well, thank you.
I
appreciate that. I mean, one thing that I learned is that if you show up with no plan, you're going to walk away with not much.
Yeah. So, that's probably my problem.
Well, if it's a vlog, that's different because you just need to shoot, film, and make the camera feel like it's another character or another buddy of yours that you're hanging out with. But with the sketch stuff, that was something I was always practicing. And definitely the film background is why that's kind of been my go-to. You got to separate yourself. People, like you were saying.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I tried to do that just with F-bombs. It hasn't worked out very well. If you like that, make sure you check out the full episode. And hey, do me a favor, before you take off, hit the like and subscribe.